welcome back. Well, we've got a local author who has written a story about a murder that really happened in the West End. So let me welcome John Harshaw, and let me also thank Sam Nelson of Coldwell Banker West Shell for introducing us.
Thank you.
So you're a longtime friend of his, and he
Yes.
said, you've got to meet John. He's this great author, and he's written this wonderful book about a true story, so we're really excited.
Well, it's a great story. And as you said, it started in the West End, which was a vibrant community back in the 1950s. And when they tore down a lot of those houses, there were about several thousand houses that were torn down.
Yeah, I know my dad's office was torn down on
okay.
Clark Street.
Okay, yeah. But no, it's a wonderful story. And how did I get to Jazz on a Broken Piano?
Yes, and let's talk about the whole, because it's a true story. I mean,
It's a true
based on
story.
a true. You've
Based
changed
on
the
a true
names
story.
to
Changed
protect
the names.
the guilty or innocent.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, but tell us the story.
Yeah, when you play classical music, you have to play it like it's written.
Okay.
Okay, no change. When you play jazz, you can improvise. And this is about a story of a community who's living by classical music. They're trying to live like it's written. And then enter another young lady that decides she wants to play jazz. She wants to live her life in her own way without any restrictions. And it's really about choices that we make every day. And we make choices, some good, some bad, some deadly.
Right.
And in this case, the choice she made was very deadly.
So in real life, this woman came up from West Virginia, was it, to work in...
No, that was a different story.
Oh, that's a different story.
Yeah,
Okay.
within this book is three different stories.
Okay.
It also includes the story of Anna Marie Hahn, who was the first woman to go to the electric chair in Ohio. Okay. It also covers Debbie Dean, who was from West Virginia.
Oh, she was the one from West Virginia.
Right.
Okay.
And then it covers the person that grew up in the West End. In this book, she is Jasmine Butler.
Okay. Now, but someone's husband got murdered, right? Tell us like give us a little taste of
No, it isn't a husband.
Okay, so I'm getting all the facts. What's the story?
Okay. It is about choices that are made, and two women become friends, and they're totally opposite, and they have conflicts, and eventually it leads to the death of one. Okay.
Oh.
But that whole story from the beginning of her leaving Cleveland, coming back to Cincinnati, and getting involved in a relationship that she really didn't want to be in, and she couldn't find any other way out. Okay. It also is a story that I grew up with because she lived right down the street from me.
Oh, so you actually knew this person?
Yes, I did. And in the book is my grandmother, Lula Harshaw. She's the real person. The lady that committed the crime, and her mother and my grandmother were best friends.
Oh, wow.
So I always knew the story. Okay? And for a long time, it just kind of haunted me, and I wanted to know, what is this real story? What really happened? Okay.
Right.
And I came up one year, probably about 8 years ago. I was living in Tennessee, and went down to the courthouse and got the records of the trial, and read through everything, and understood much better what happened in the trial. I said, well, I just need to write this story.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now, did your grandmother ever talk to you about this woman, about her friend?
No, I knew her. I was old enough. I was 12.
Oh, so you were old enough to actually have firsthand.
Right.
Yeah.
And her son was in kindergarten. I was in the 6th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, so we knew. And in the West End, you knew everybody.
You knew everybody, right?
Yeah.
Close-knit community.
Close-knit community. But this is about passion. It's about loss. It's about the people that roam the West End, like Peanut Jim, who wore a tall hat like Abraham Lincoln tall hat, and a coat, a waistcoat, and he sold peanuts.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. And then you had the other guy like Hometown roamed around. He was Tyrone, but he always say, out of hometown boy, out of hometown boy. I don't mean no harm, I'm just a hometown boy.
So these are actually people you grew up with.
I grew up with, and all these characters in here. It's about the Black Beard Lot. And most people that grew up in the West End remember the Black Beard Lot. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
That you could go down and it's ironic that people would come home from work, take a bath, and dress up to go to the Black Beard Lot.
And it was in the back of a club?
In the back of a restaurant. At that time, we could not go in the restaurant. We could get our Bach beer, and that's why it was called the Black Beard Lot, out in a big paper carton, and sit out in your cars like a drive-in and There was music, and people came
And
by
Jeff
and
was like,
danced
yeah.
and did everything, and vendors came by and sold everything.
Oh,
It
wow.
was an adventure. It's about the people that also roam the West End, because if you remember, we had three markets, you know, more than just Finley Street Market. We had Court Street Market and Fifth Street Market.
Okay, yeah.
And a lot of times at the end of the day, when they had produce left, they would give it away. So guys would put it in their little trucks or their little carts, and they would come around. But they all had songs. And they would sing different songs. I got cold, I got good cold. That was in the winter.
Okay.
And in the summer it was ice, I got good ice. Okay? So it's about all of those things that made a vibrant community, and in steps this story.
I can see why you're a good writer.
Oh,
You're a
you
good
can?
storyteller,
Good. Well,
yes.
good. And I think that's the way you should write, is to tell the story the way it really happened, okay?
That is wonderful. Now, but we have to find out, because now people are saying they want to read the book.
Yeah.
How do we get,
The best way, and the way I like for you to do, is just call me, 386-9662.
Give us a number again.
386-9662, or just send the $20 to 7429 Montgomery Road, number 204, Cincinnati 45236. And the reason I ask you to do that, if you go online and get it from Amazon, you pay $20 plus shipping, and you do not get an autograph.
Oh,
You
so
send
you're
it to
going
me,
to
I personally autograph the book and make sure that you get it. Yeah.
Well, you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to put that address and phone number online, so people can check on
That'd be great.
WLWT.com.
That'd be great.
And then that way they can know how to get it directly. There's still Amazon.com as an alternative, but
Yeah.
this way, if you go to the author directly, you get an autographed
Autographed
copy.
book.
What a great gift.
And then afterwards, when you've read the book, we also have gatherings where we discuss
Oh, good.
what happened.
You
in
give
the
us
books.
information
Yeah,
about
give us
that.
other
Okay.
information, give you copies of the research.
Jazz on a broken piano. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
I appreciate
You have
it.
to say, don't run off yet.
Oh, don't run off
Stick with
yet.
us. We'll be back in a moment.
Thank
Okay.
you. Mhm.